Hi, welcome back to Leads Code. Today I'm going to discuss lead code problem 3350, adjacent increasing subaverage detection 2. So given an array nums of n integers, your task is to find the maximum value of k for which there exist two adjacent subarrays of length k each, such that both subarrays are strictly increasing. So you have to find the maximum possible value of k. So the statement is that we have to find the maximum value of k, maximum value of k, where there are two subarray exist adjacent to each other, the length of each subarray is k, and both are actually strictly increasing. Correct. So here actually we have to maximize the value of k. So what we'll do, I can actually do the linear search and check I is equal to 1 to I less than equal to maximum value, and I plus plus. I will check that this is it possible or not with current I value. If it is possible, then answer will be I, and I will go to the next I plus plus, go to the next k, possible k. Correct. So this is actually brute force approach. First of all, think that linearly I will search for each k, then I will actually check that for each k actually it is actually possible or not. So what is the time state of this for? So here actually you are linearly searching, so the time state will be big of n. If this is the search space actually n, length is n, so n into, we are actually checking that this is possible or not. Suppose k, we don't know actually till this about this function, that how much it will take and how actually we can solve this. So suppose this is big of k, so this will take in time will be n into k, so this will give us TLE. Now how you can optimize the searching operation? How? So what is the minimum value of k can be? K of minimum value 1 should be 1. Why? Because suppose we have an array 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if k is equal to 1, it is always true. Why? Because this is the first subarray 1 and next subarray is contain only 2. So this both the length is actually k, both length is k, and both are strictly increasing, both because only one element are present. So that's why both are strictly increasing. So this is true. So that's why the k minimum value can be 1. And what is the k maximum value? Maximum value can be, what is the, suppose for this input array, so how many actually element are present? 6. So k can be 6. Is it possible 6? No. So if k is equal to 6, that means what? There should be two subarray of length 6. Is it possible? First subarray is possible, but next subarray is not possible because there is only 6 element present. This is already taken by the first subarray, so this is not possible. K is equal to 5 is possible? No, because first subarray will have 5 elements, but only second element will have only 1 element. This is not possible because both lengths should be length should be equal. So next is 4. K is equal to 4 is possible? No. First subarray will have 4 elements, but next will have only 2 elements, remaining 2 elements. So both are not equal. So this is not possible. 3 is possible. First will be 3. Next will be 6 minus 3. So this is equal. So maximum value of k can be n by 2. It is clear? Why n by 2? It is clear, right? Why maximum value of k can be n by 2? Right? Now how actually you can optimize this? We already know what is the minimum value can be and what is the maximum value can be. Now if I actually use here actually binary search. Okay, how actually binary search will help us here? So I will take 2 pointer. This is actually L and suppose this is R. So I will get one mid. I will check that this mid actually possible or not. If it is actually possible, then what will happen? This will be our possible answer. Answer will be mid, and I will search for the next greater, next possible greater, possible or not. It may be possible that we did not get any future value in the future. So, but I've already stored this current value. So that time actually what I'll do, I will just modify the left pointer into mid plus 1 if it is possible. If it is not possible with the mid value, then what I have to do, I have to actually decrease the length of the k, because length 3 is not possible. Length 3 is not possible. How it is possible? Length 4, not possible. So that time how to do search? We have to search for 2 1 in this way. So that's time what I will do. If it is not possible, then actually shift the right pointer to mid minus 1. It is clear? How actually what is the approach here? So binary search actually take log n time. log n and log n into big of k to check that this is possible or not. Now we will come to this possible function, that how checking that any random k is possible or not. Okay, so this is clear, right? This step till step 2, how is the binary search help us here. Now come to this step 3, how is checking that possible or not. Possible or not, how actually checking. So we will get one array 1 2 4 8, okay, and there needs to 10 20 10 20 15 16. Okay, suppose I got k is equal to 3 is possible or not. So what will do, first I will, what is the sub-array it can be possible. First sub-array is this 3 length 3, next sub-array is this length 3, both are actually length 3, here actually length 3, here actually length 3. This is actually true. First condition satisfies that both length is actually equal k and both are actually adjacent to each other. You can check both are actually adjacent to each other. Now we will check that both are actually strictly increasing or not. How will we check that this sub-array actually increasing or strictly increasing or not? If I take the length of the sub-array that is ending here, length of the sub-array that is ending in particular at the last index of the sub-array, if the length of here actually it is greater than equals to k, that means the sub-array is greater, this sub-array is strictly increasing. How? Similarly for here also. So suppose what is the length of this sub-array that is ending 1, it will be 1 because this is starting, previously there is no number. For 2 can be part of the previous sub-array that is strictly increasing, yes, because 2 is greater than 1. So if it is, if I add this, so this will give the length as 2. Now go to the 4. Can 4 be part of the previous sub-array that is strictly increasing? Yes. So length of here it will be 3 because 4 is greater than 2. If I add this 4 into the previous sub-array, last element was 2 and currently I am adding 4, so this is strictly increasing. And now length 4 ending here is 3. Now for 8 can be part of the previous sub-array? Yes, 8 greater than 4. So length will be 4. You can check the longest sub-array that is ending here, particular index, that is 4, 1 2 4 8. For 10, it is strictly increasing, yes, because 10 is greater than 8. So length will here will be 5. For 20, it is strictly increasing, yes, because 20 is greater than 10. So the length will be 6. For 15, can be part of the previous sub-array? No, because 15 is less than 20. So it can't be part of the previous sub-array. So I will start a new sub-array. Now length will be 1. Got it? Now for 16, is it part of the previous sub-array? Yes. So length here will be 2. Got it? This is the, we are calculating the length of the sub-array that is ending particular index I. You can check ending index I is equal to 0, length is 1. Ending index I is equal to 1. What is the longest sub-array that is ending at particular index that is strictly increasing? 2. Length here is actually 2. Similarly for in this is 6. It is clear. 6 means 1 2 4 8 10 20. Both are actually, all are actually strictly increasing. That's why length is here is 6. Got it? In this way I have calculated the length of the sub-array that is ending at particular index I and strictly increasing. Got it? Now what I have to do? What will be the ending index of the first sub-array? That will be for k is equal to 3. First index, last index will be this. So what is the index of this? I will be 0 1 2. I will be 2. So what is the length? What is the length of this? 3. That is greater than equals to k. So this is actually one strictly increasing. This part is strictly increasing. You will check 1 2 4 is strictly increasing. Okay. Now next part is what? Next, for the next sub-array, what will be the ending index? This will be the next ending index. So what will be the ending index? I plus k. What is the I? I was 2. K is equal to 3. So it will be 5. You can check 3 4 5. So what is the free length of the ending index? 5. 0 0 1 2 3 4 5. 5 or 6. So this is greater than equals to k. K here actually 3. So it is still true. That it is actually true. So what will do? I will actually so this is also strictly increasing. You can check the longest sub-array that is ending here actually 1 2 3 4 5 6. All are actually strictly increasing. That's why length is actually 6, which is greater than equals to k. So this is actually one also strictly increasing. So here from here actually I have written true. This is I got on two sub-array that is adjacent to each other and also both are actually increasing. Got it? It is clear? So how many actually k is equal to 3 sub array possible? This is also a sliding window. This concept will come. So this is actually our input array 1 2 1 2 4 8 10 20 15 16. So for k is equal to 3, how many actually sub arrays is possible? One possible combination is 1 2 4 8 10 8 10 20. This is one. If I divide this, I will get first sub array and this is the second sub array. Okay, this is one possible combination. Next is possible is 2 4 8 10 20 15. Correct, this is one possible, because if I take this will be the first sub array and this will be the next sub array, second sub array. Got it? Now next is possible, next possible sub array is this 4 8 10 and 20 15 16. So this is the sub array 1, this is the sub array 2. It is clear? So how many actually sub array are possible? Now you can check. Starting of the sub array possible is the ending index is here. First sub array for this I is 0 1 2. For the next was blue color, so here actually index was I is equal to 3. For the next ending of the first sub array was I is equal to 4. Now how do you get 1 2 3 4? 3 sub array are possible only, right? Now we are getting the starting as 2 and 3 and 4. Now you can check. I actually need length as 2k, because k for the first sub array and for next sub array length will be k, so 2k. So what will be the ending of the first sub array? It will be actually k minus 1, starting as k minus 1. You can check what is the k value is 3. 3 minus 1, it was 2. Correct. Now next I also need, in the second sub array also length should be k. Correct. So that's why how actually can go? It can go up to that, where the next element also have three element, k is equal to 3. You can check there are actually 3 element. So I can go up to here actually. Correct. This is actually ending of the first sub array and this is the second sub array. So that's why range of I will be k minus 1 to n minus k. Suppose 5 elements are present and k is equal to 3. So it can go up to 2, index 2. Okay, index 2 means what? 5 elements are present, 1 2 3 4 5. K is equal to 3. So I need actually maximum, it will be the right side. Here actually not possible. This is not possible because 5 elements are present, both are actually 3 3 not possible. So suppose 1 2 3 4 5 6 and k is equal to 3, n is equal to 6. So last sub array can go up to 4 5 6 and this is the first. Got it? Range is only 1. I can be go on, value of I can be go only 2. Only 2 is possible, because I shift this to the right side 4, ending at 2 3 4. Then there is no element. There is not 3 element in the present the right side. Got it? It is clear. What is the search space can be go up to? So sliding mode, you are just taking 2k length of the sub array. Just checking this sub array. Okay. Now go to code. If you any doubt, you can comment on that. Now what will do? First of all, I am calculating the frequency. So there can be n numbers. So first of all, frequency of 0 will be 1, because there is no number at the previous, before it. So that's the frequency of this will be 1. And for the next number, from next number, I is equal to 1 to I less than n, I will check the current number nums of I. If it is greater than nums of I minus 1, if it is greater than previous number, then it will be part of the previous sub array. So then the length of the sub array will be 1 plus the length of the previous sub array, 1 plus the frequency of I minus 1. Else what will do? I will take the, I have to start the new sub array that is starting from the current index. So that's why length will be 1. So I will store in the frequency of I will be 1. Okay. Now What is the k value? I have already mentioned that k value can be minimum will be 1 and maximum value will be n by 2. Correct? And I have taken answer variable. Initially it is 0. And I am running the binary search while loop 2 pointer. So I will get a mid L plus R by 2 and I am calling the helper function. I am passing the frequency map at the mid. Then we'll check if the mid, this is the temporary k, is it possible? If it is written true, that means this is possible. I will store the answer as mid and I'll go for the next greater element. So next greater value k will be L is equal to mid plus 1. Got it? If it is not possible, then I have to decrease the search space. Then what I will do, I will shift the right pointer to the mid minus 1. Got it? And at the end I will return the answer variable, answer value. Okay. So here actually I am calling a helper function. How actually checking that any random k is possible or not? How I am checking? Our I already mentioned that our search space will start from 7, 8, k is equal to suppose 3. Our search space will start from, this is from our first, next will be 4, 5, 6. Correct? So what is the I? I will be 0, 1, 2. So it will be actually k minus 1. So that's why I is equal to k minus 1. And what is the I value can go up to n minus k. Why? So what is the maximum, what is the rightmost subarray can be of length 3. This is the rightmost. Then what will be the I will be this index. This will be what? Total n actually here actually 1, 2, 3, 4 is 8. 8 minus 3. 8 minus 3 means what? 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 minus 3 it is 5. This means what? This starting index. So it can go up to 5 minus 1. 5 minus 1. So that's why less than, I have actually taken this less than, I less than 5. So this can go up to 4. I can go up to 4. This is the ending index of the first subarray. Got it? Now check that the length of the subarray, that is ending at index I, that is greater than equals to k, and the length of the subarray, that is ending at I plus k. I plus k is the next second subarray. I plus k. If the length of that subarray is greater than equals to k, both are actually greater than equals to k, that means what? Both are strictly increasing and length is also k. So that time return true. If none of this actually true, at the end return false. Got it? That this case is not possible. It is clear? So what are the time state of this? Here actually I am searching binary search. So this will take log of n, and here I am calling a helper function. So here actually you are checking linearly, but search space is less than n. But okay, I can assume that big of n again. So here is your time state will be log n log n. Log n for searching. Searching means this while loop, and n for checking that this random k is possible or not. Got it? Time state is clear, and the logic also clear, right? Intuition also. If you any doubt, usually comment on that. I also share the code in the description. You will take the help of this. And if you not yet subscribe, please subscribe the channel. Thank you.